In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about some incredibly powerful stuff when it comes to social media marketing and the agency lifestyle that you've either been sold and you're in already, or you're thinking about getting started in. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is going to talk about the myths. Okay, there's so many myths, there's so much fluff flying around in the world about social media marketing life and agency life and how easy it is, and can it get you rich quick, how much money does it make you, how much time does it take you, all of that stuff. We're going to be talking about that in the beginning of the video and the presentation. After that, we're going to be speaking about some of the benefits, some of the things that I realized were the reasons that got me into this journey, got me into this path, and honestly it was the best decision of my life. The best worst decision of my life, that is. But I'm only kidding. It was the best decision of my life to start my social media marketing agency, Social Agendas Marketing. We enjoy so many great benefits of being in this business, whether that's meeting people, working on amazing projects, making money, which is very important, and all the other great stuff that comes with it. But also we're going to speak about the hardships. Okay, it's not all plain sailing in this game. So after that, we're going to talk about the business model, exactly why you might want to consider starting your own social media marketing company, whether that's as a consultant or as an agency, and also a little bit about how it works in terms of what services to offer, how you deliver those services, and everything in between. Now, it is a 40-minute presentation, so you might want to grab a notepad. This is a training, this is a live training, this isn't your quick little watch. If you're sitting on the loo right now, you're going to need a notepad. Okay, so go ahead, check out the video, let me know your thoughts, let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, if you're one of my peers and you've also got a social media marketing agency. And look, this is all about the discussion, so subscribe, like, comment. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Check out the video and I'll speak to you soon. How does a social media marketing agency work? Okay, SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency, for anybody who wasn't familiar with what that term actually means. Let's jump straight into it. What are you going to learn in this video? So the first thing is what an SMMA does, why it does it, and how it does it. All right. Myths about setting up your own agency that I just want to get out of the way before we jump into the actual business model and the individual components of giving a client a service. I can guarantee, have already heard some myths about social media marketing. I know you would have seen some advertisements. Maybe they were my advertisements. Maybe I misled you. Maybe you thought, you know what, this is a get rich quick scheme, I'm going to be rich in a week. No, it ain't going to happen. Okay, and if anybody has fed you those dreams, this is my opportunity to debunk and demystify those for you. You can thank me later, or thank me in the comments. Let me know what you think. First of all, it is easy. And look, these are things that I've seen with new consultants. I have a consultant training program. There's different levels to that program. And one of the things that I always, see individuals crumble under the pressure of is the realization that building a social media marketing agency is no walk in the park. Okay. It is not easy. It is not just a walk in the park, lots of nice, sunshine beating down on your forehead, loads of water to hydrate you, loads of resources and people helping you along your way. If you're really lucky, it might be. Okay, and if you're really lucky to have the right mentor support and team behind you from day one, because you've got, I don't know, investments or whatever it is that you started your agency with, all the power to you. But I can guarantee you one thing: for the normal person who is skilled, who is ambitious, who is driven, it is very challenging and it is certainly not easy. So anybody who's selling you that easy dream, get yourself as far away from that person as possible. Now, there are easier ways to do things, but it certainly is not easy to even action the easier ways to do things. It takes effort. It takes hard work. The second myth I want to get rid of out of your system, if you're thinking about social media marketing as a business, as a career, is you will get rich quick. Okay, get rich quick schemes are absolutely everywhere, whether it's Forex, dropshipping, FBA, social media marketing. There's so many people who are fronting and positioning these kind of businesses as, get rich quick schemes. You can start, and by next week you're going to have 50K in the bank and you're going to have all the clients in the world, and you can set sail and go sit on the beach and do the 4-hour work week like our good friend Tim Ferriss, the author, wrote. for me, you know, I see individuals coming into this thinking that it's going to be, first of all, it's easy. They realize it's not easy, and then they're quite confused. And not my guys, because they're all well aware of my position on this. But I've seen other people who have suffered from this, and they think they're going to get rich quick with no work. Okay, yes, you can get cash flow out of this business, and you can raise enormous amounts of cash by signing clients and doing deals. That is exactly what this business should be for. But what you do with that cash is going to dictate how wealthy you become. Now, if you go out and you piss that on a Friday night up the wall, it's not necessarily going to get you anywhere nearer to your goals, which, if you're anything like me, is to eventually become very, very wealthy and build multi-generational wealth for the generations that come after you in your family. That's what I'm in this game for. I needed a cash flow business, something where I could put in all my energy and get a solid return on my investment of time in the company, so that I can then take that money out and start investing it into assets that will eventually lead to a nice diversified income. Okay. But if you're thinking this is get rich quick, turn the other way. Look, there's always financial trading, guys. But we're going to use a separate video to talk more about my journey in financial trading and how I've probably made more than most financial traders, and I've never placed a single trade personally. But we'll talk about that in another video. For now, social media marketing agency isn't your route to get rich quick. It's to get wealthy pretty fast. Okay. You will never be stressed. How do you handle pressure? Okay. If you're thinking about, you know, growing your agency or even starting an agency, how do you handle pressure? There is a lot of stress. There is a lot to take on board, whether that's client management, whether that's campaign management, whether that's creative brief development. All of these things probably going straight over your head right now if you're brand new to this. But if you're not brand new to this, you can probably empathize with me. There's a lot to take on board. Understanding that you're going to get stressed is a huge head start. Okay. Having the type of stress relief management system in your life, whether that's exercise, whether that's, you know, socializing with family, friends, whether that's walking your dog, whatever it is for you, you need to have these kind of things in place so that you don't become overwhelmed. Because remember, it's not easy and you're not going to get rich quick. So you might be, if you were under the belief of those two myths, you might be feeling a bit stressed right now. Perhaps you need to go press pause on this video and walk the dog. I don't know, but you will be stressed in this business. Don't let anybody lead you to believe that there is no stress, there is no heartache. The fourth myth that I'm going to blow out the window for you is social media advertising works every time. Okay, and they got a little Pinocchio face up there. It's not true. Social media campaigns shouldn't work every time, because if you're testing new audiences, if you're trying to convert cold traffic, which is people who have never been introduced to you before or introduced to your company before or your client's company before, the chances are they're not going to convert on the first occasion. Okay, that is more often than not. I can tell you that for free. Now, anybody who's out there telling you, yes, social media advertising is going to work every single time, 100% of the time, is blowing smoke up your ass. It's simply not true. I've been doing this now for 4.5 to 5 years. And honestly, the one thing that our clients really appreciate about the way we approach this business and the way that my consultants approach this business is they do not tell fantasies and fairy tales about what's achievable. Make sure that if you're getting into this, and if you're thinking about working with an agency, you're fully aware of the risks involved with advertising. Nothing is guaranteed with advertising. We are all at the whim of bigger powers, higher powers, Facebook, YouTube, whatever the social media platform you're advertising on. We are all at the peril of their will. Okay, they change something, the whole system, you know, could come crashing down, and that means that your ad spend might get you no return. Understand the risks, and if you're somebody who doesn't understand the risks of advertising and you're thinking about selling services to clients, you need to be quite comfortable with that responsibility as well. With great power comes great responsibility. If you've seen the old Spider-Man saying, make sure you have the backbone to withstand the responsibility of spending thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of some businesses' money with the potential that it might not come back. in profits and sales. That's a bit, it's a bit unnerving for somebody who's brand new to this, but don't let it, by the way, I'm going to go into some benefits in a minute. There are some benefits to starting your own agency, but I'm going to get rid of all these myths, because people are walking into this game and getting, beaten up and thrown back out aggressively in a worse position than they started in. That is something that I hope you will never have to experience, and that I can help you avoid with this video right here. How are you finding this video, by the way, so far with the myths? Drop me a comment below right now. Which one of these myths, if any, have you been led to believe, whether you're starting or whether you've already started your agency? Was there something that just wasn't accurate that had an influence on you getting started in this game? Let me know in the comments. Next, okay, so we got some benefits, guys. It isn't all heartache and sadness when starting an agency. Or working with an agency. There is benefits to setting up your own agency, okay? And there is, social media marketing has given me the life that I have today, which I'm greatly appreciative of. And it's a blessing to be in this game in the first place. Here we go. So uncapped earning potential. You can make the money you want to make. Now, if you have the organization that you should have in your business, you will know the exact amount that you need to make in order to live the lifestyle you want to live. My consultants, we've developed a tool, if you like, that is called the Lifestyle Calculator, okay? Drop me a comment in the comments below if you're interested in using the Lifestyle Calculator. What this does is it breaks down every single expense in your life so that you can see exactly how much it's going to cost you per month to have everything that you could possibly ask for. Okay, and that's different for every single individual. But no matter where you're at in life, everything starts with having clarity on your goals. Okay, so the Lifestyle Calculator, it helps you get clarity, but more importantly, with that figure, it then breaks down that number that you need to earn per month into the actual number of sales you need to make of which products and offers. Okay, so now you know what you need to make and you know what that gets you. But then you also know, if I make X amount of sales, I could live that life. And trust me, you'd be so surprised at how many consultants are super, super surprised when they get that figure and they actually realize, wow, this is actually achievable and I can do this. It's crazy. So uncapped earning potential, whatever you want to make, you can make it. Do you want to put the work in for it? That's another question yet to be determined by your own motivation. The second one is a fulfillment. Fulfillment for me is huge. I want to feel good about jumping out of bed in the morning and opening my laptop at the office and working with the people we work with. I used to work in recruitment, which was, a dog eat dog industry. I did it for 3 months. I did, considerably well, considering how, short a period I was doing it. But I absolutely hated and dreaded every single day I was waking up and walking to that beautiful office in Canary Wharf. We had the office, we had the beautiful surroundings, we had the ambition of Canary Wharf, but there's something deeply missing inside of me, which was purpose, which was fulfillment, which was feeling good about the work that I was doing. And look, I felt good when I got paid, but apart from that, there was 28 days or 27 days remaining in the month that I wasn't feeling all that. And social media marketing gives you massive fulfillment if you do it the right way, if you have the skills and you can actually deliver the service and the results that you say you can deliver for clients. Trust me, it is very fulfilling. The relationships, the people, it's an amazing journey. And I hope if you are getting into this, or if you've already got into this, you experience that as well. Purpose through service. Again, that kind of ties off with the fulfillment angle. Purpose through service for me, though, is having value to people. And even though we get paid for it, look, we do go above and beyond for many of our clients, and we don't invoice for every single thing that we've ever done for clients. And that is because we want to make sure we're over delivering as much as possible. The purpose through service, having a purpose is huge for me. It's, if I wasn't involved with this business, if I wasn't involved with this client or this consultant or whoever it is that I'm working with, how long would it take them to achieve their goals? How long would it take them to grow their sales from £15,000 a month to £100,000 a month? That is something that drives me to keep getting better and to get out of bed and absolutely blow not just my goals, but my clients' goals out of the water. Okay. Purpose through service. Independence. This is a big, big, big one for me. Are you still with me? I know I'm flying through this, but look, I want to make this as short as possible because the last presentation I did, even though we got a lot of views and some amazing feedback, by the way, if you did see that video, thank you so much for dropping a comment if you did or engaging with it. I really appreciate the feedback from that, but I know it was quite long. So this one I'm trying to fly through. So it's as short and punchy as possible. Let me know how I'm doing, guys. Look, I'm new to this YouTube education. I've done online, training before, but it's always been on a really good schedule for me. I know I don't have your time for long, so that's why I'm trying to fly through it. If I'm going too fast, let me know in the comments. Or if I'm going at the right speed for you, let me know in the comments, guys. Please give me some feedback. Now, independence, huge thing for me. I hope it is for you. I love being in control of my own destiny, okay? I want to make sure that when I get up in the morning, I know exactly what I'm doing, where I'm going, and why. Most important is why I'm doing it. Okay, if I don't know why I'm actually doing something, I start to, you can easily become depressed and helpless. And fortunately, I haven't, had to experience those feelings because social media marketing has enabled me to have the independence to make my own moves. So responsibility of my own life is huge for me. And if you are somebody who wants to feel responsible for your own earnings, for your own actions, for your own destiny, you have to eventually give up some of the luxuries of having a job, in my opinion, and jump into building your own business. And look, that doesn't mean you won't ever work with people or in partnership with people, but it means that you'll be able to dictate the terms of any agreement you're in and negotiate with some actual leverage because you're a business owner and because the value of your time is much higher than if somebody was buying your time. Okay. Independence, huge one. And the last one is overcoming challenges and problem solving. For me, I'm challenge driven. If something goes wrong, that is when I fly into action. If business was just a walk in the park with the sun beaming down and everybody just carrying you to enjoy the view, everybody would do it. But the reality is there's every single day problems in the business that need to be solved. Okay. That's where people like you and me come in to solve those problems, and we get paid in proportion to the problems that we solve. Okay. You solve big problems for a company, you get paid in proportion, which means you get paid big pay packets for solving those problems. Whether that's in a job, well, mostly in jobs, you don't get that big pay packet. But when you're in business, if you do that for a client, you do get paid in proportion to the value you bring to the deal. Okay. And if you're not charging for the value and you're charging for your time, there's going to be a discrepancy at some time. Either you're getting overpaid or you're getting underpaid. It's very rarely bang on in the middle. So that's pretty much, if I'm right, yes, all that I wanted to talk about. Getting rid of some of the myths, telling you a little bit about how the agency game works is all that we want to go through in this video, but also some of the benefits as to why, if you're brand new to social media marketing, you might want to get started. I'm not saying you should get started, but you might want to if you don't have all of those types of things in your life right now. Those are what were important to me. If they're important to you, this could be the angle that you've been waiting for. Okay. Now, look, how does the business model work? Let's fly through this. A business wants to advertise on social media. What happens next? We either advertise for them. Okay. So you'll build their advertising campaigns for them, and they'll completely outsource that work to your agency, or we train them on how to do it themselves. Okay, so we'll train the business, or the business's employee. When I say the business, I mean either the employees, the marketing team, the marketing director, or maybe even in some cases the owners of the business if it's a startup or if it's just about to go into scale up mode. Okay, we'll train those individuals on how to do it themselves, because look, Facebook ads is not rocket science, people. Social media marketing is not rocket science. Once you know how to do everything that the tools allow you to do, then it's about your creativity and your expression on how you can build campaigns. People, once they have that information and they're inside of a business, can do brilliant things for growing that company. Okay. Now, why do they want to advertise on social media? Let me just ping myself over to the other end. Let me put myself right there, actually. Bang. So look, why do they want to advertise on social media? Clients want, look, here's a few reasons that we face all the time on why clients want to advertise on social media. So look, One of those could be to grow e-commerce sales. So if they've got an online store, they want to grow their sales. If they want to grow sales, they're going to probably need more traffic. An easy and underpriced way of doing that is by running social media adverts like on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. Those traffic sources are still dramatically underpriced compared to all of the traditional media. Okay. More attendees at events. So let's say they're running an event, they want more people to turn up. They're going to need more awareness. They're going to need more attention. The targeting that we can achieve, or an agency can achieve with social media marketing, is again unlike no other. We can get into the hand of almost everybody with a social media account in particular locations, given we have the budget to do so. So if you've got an event specific location, or a location specific event, dropping a little pin on Facebook ads and pumping budget to everybody in that area can dramatically improve the attendance rate. More customers in their restaurant. Let's say they've got a local restaurant. They're going to need more customers, or they want more customers. Facebook ads, social media marketing can help to build and monetize a personal brand. So this is, again, something huge that individuals are really, taking to the next level now. We help a lot of CEOs, directors, build personal brands to gain more opportunities for their business. Okay, whether that's customers, whether that's joint ventures, whether that's investments into their company. Across the board, building a personal brand through social media is highly, highly valuable right now. To have a more efficient cost per sale. So a cost per sale is if we're spending £5 a day to try and sell, a tea set, for example, for £10, and we sell one tea set per day, the cost per sale is £5. Okay. Let's say if we go to a business now and they want to reduce the amount it's costing them to get that sale, social media advertising can dramatically help that happen, and it's trackable, and you can prove the results you get. It's not 100%, but the attribution is usually very, very strong between ads and result. To get back their time through outsourcing. So let's say you've got a company, they're running all the ads themselves. The director's in charge of all the advertising. He's clicking the buttons. He's trying to figure out how to grow through social media marketing. And he's exhausted. He can't be asked anymore. He's losing money because his time is much more valuable doing other things, whether that's product development, whether that's business management, relationship management with his clients or his suppliers. He is not able to do that because he's constantly looking at the ad account, and he needs somebody like us or an agency to step in, take over that whole process, and do it to a high professional standard. Okay. That gives him or her their time back in the business, and they can outsource it all to us or an agency like us and get more leverage on their time. You still with me? I'm flying through this. It's like I got somewhere to be. I got to get back to business, but hold on a minute. Let's finish this presentation. Let's get me out of the way. Whoa, there goes the microphone. Okay. What are some solutions your social media marketing agency could provide? So look, you've got a little bit of understanding about how the agency game works and where the need comes from. All right, now I understand why there's a huge demand for social media marketing right now. Now we're going to talk about the solutions, the individual pieces of that puzzle, to kind of give you some more clarity on how you can approach this in your business. So think about the timeline of a campaign. Okay. The first thing in any campaign is you need to agree terms. Okay. I'm not going to be going through the sales process. Look, we have trained hundreds of consultants on how to grow, and so many other client-based businesses on how to convert more sales from their clients. That's not what this video is about. Look around the YouTube channel. You'll probably see something that's more relevant to that. This isn't about helping you close more deals. Okay. This is about thinking about the timeline and the delivery of once you've agreed those terms and closed those deals. So the first place is agree terms. The second place and the checkpoint is you build a strategy. Okay. The next place is, let's say they've got no content and you're trying to build a brand new campaign, a new vision, a new idea. You're going to produce some content. Once you've produced the content and you've written the ads, you've written the copywriting for all of the different material, the adverts, the landing pages, the messenger, whatever it is that you're doing for that client, you deliver the first draft. After you deliver the first draft, you launch. After you've launched, you optimize and you manage the campaign for an agreed period of time. Usually that's, for us, a 3-month minimum contract, but you might be doing a 1-month trial, or you might just be starting on a 1-month rolling contract. That is, again, something for another video, which I'll probably build out for you. So stick around, subscribe to the channel, and it will probably be worthwhile me whacking that out. Let me know in the comments, what video should I do next? I've got so much to share. I just want to know what order of priority it needs to come in. The report at the end of that. Now, when you look at this and you say, why these services? Okay, content creation. Let me just break it down really briefly for you. Content creation, you've got no creative elements to your campaign. Advertising, let's not forget what we're talking about. Social media marketing agency, marketing and advertising is all about attraction. It's all about grabbing attention, slapping a prospect in the face, shaking them out of their zombie scrolling on their social media feed, and then having 3 seconds to convince them that they should stick around for another 3 seconds and another 3 seconds and another 3 seconds until eventually they're like, wow, I really need the solution to this problem. And this person and this business has it. Okay. That's what it's all about. So content is the main key component of helping us do that. Maybe you've seen one of my ads. Maybe you've seen some of the content we've put out there for our clients. Huge, huge, huge piece of the puzzle. Now, clients who have their own content already, they save us a whole heap of trouble because they've already got it made. They know the vision. They know the identity that they want to produce and promote out there. Okay. But sometimes that's a conflict because if it was working so well, they might not necessarily need to bring us on board. But sometimes the creative's great, but the structure and the targeting's poor. Sometimes the targeting's great, but the creative's, it sucks. Okay. Again, stuff for a later video. Copywriting is all the wording that you use. So the emotional hooks, the pain drivers, everything that you put into the text to evoke a response. Once they've seen your creative, you've got their attention. Maybe it's a still image. Wow, I've seen this now. Jumping up to read a little bit more about it. Is there empathy? Is there emotional hooks? Is there pain points that we can grab onto so that we can have the opportunity to sell a product to a potential customer for our clients through our agency? With me? Good. Then the main part, which is the social media ads, build, launch, and management. Copywriting and content is part of that, build stage of that, puzzle. But once you've launched, the management and the optimization is huge. Okay, that's the most time consuming part of this entire operation. Getting to the launch is just stage one. If you're just getting started in social media marketing, don't think that the job is finished when you launch the campaign. My friends, the job has just got started. It is literally just off the blocks. Everything you do between that day that you launch and the day that you optimize the day that you launch and the day you give that report for the first month is what you're getting paid to do. That's where the skill comes in. How do you read the data? How do you adjust your campaigns based on the data that you're reading? Because you're spending budget and the audiences are responding differently to the different adverts you've got out there in the world. That is where you make the value on your time. Okay, that's where you're most valuable. If you think it's just about building the campaign and putting some adverts out there, honestly, a monkey could do it. Right? That is not the difficult part. The difficult part is having the great vision of creative to launch, to optimization, to reading the data through that optimization and responding accordingly to squeeze as much sales as you humanly possibly can out of those adverts. Maybe not so much what you thought it was. It's getting a bit intense. I know it's getting a bit intense. Reports pretty self-explanatory. What happened? You're just going to tell the client what happened, and you're going to give analysis of where you go from here. Okay, because there's always something to be learned, whether you make money or you don't make money from running advertising. There is always something to be learned from the data, and essentially all we're buying is data. How you segment that data is, again, where a lot of the golden value that you bring to the table lies. Next, if your agency does a good job, your agency, anyone's agency does a good job, here's some of the things you can probably expect to see. There's me in the middle. This actually works really well, having this little circle. I should just keep that in the middle, the whole presentation, and build their presentation around that circle. Okay, anyway, clients stay longer. You want your clients to stay as long as possible because they are the people who will dictate the success of your business. If you don't understand that by now, get to knowing that fact, okay? Clients are everything to you because they are the ones who pay your bills. They are the ones who justify you actually being alive in the marketplace. A business with no clients is not a business. A business with 15 clients all on free trials and not paying you a penny, in my book, and you can ask any of the consultants, is not a business. It doesn't work like that for me. If you're not getting paid for your services, you're not delivering a service, you're delivering a charitable action. Okay. You get more referrals. Let's get back to this. You get more referrals. Very important. You want to get referrals, guys. You want to make this as easy as possible for you in your business. Running the agency becomes fun if you're doing a good job. It does become fun because things are working. You know what you're doing. You have the confidence to deliver people with the most amazing groundbreaking results. That is a fun process to be involved in. Again, I hope you get to experience this, or I hope you're experiencing it right now if you've got your own social media marketing agency. You build a great reputation. Again, all of these kind of tie into each other. If you're looking at this and you're thinking, yeah, that actually makes sense. Your clients stay longer because you get more referrals, you build a good reputation, you run in the agency, and it becomes fun. They're all quite non-exclusive to each other. They kind of merge together. Now, if you do a not so good job, this is some of the things that you need to know before you get yourself into this, because it takes a certain character to get through the tough times in agency life. And I'm fortunate that I get to hear about the tough times very often from people DMing me, from people responding to my adverts, from people applying for the 1-month mentorship programs we do, and all the other great stuff that we do. But the sad part is clients leave often. You probably will start to develop anxiety when you lose your first couple clients. But remember that no client is going to stay with you forever, folks. It's just a sad truth. And that's not a bad thing. That doesn't mean that they don't want to work with you. What if they retire? What if they go out of business? What if, well, hopefully they won't go out. If you do a not so good job, they probably will go out of business. But if you're doing the right things, you might, avoid having anxiety issues. The sad thing that I've seen with some of the people who have struggled out there, I've seen many, many marketers come and go in this market. Like I said, I've been doing this for 4 to 5 years now. I've seen them all come. I've seen the adverts, and I've seen the adverts disappear. And it's a shame because you can't fake this. You can't fake testimonials. You can't fake case studies, and you can to a certain degree, but eventually your inauthenticity will be shown. And this market is unforgiving because you've got people like me who will make sure you are not forgived for bringing lies into the marketplace, because the authentic ones, we're not going to suffer at the hands of you destroying clients' businesses, when we don't want to be picking up the pieces after you've gone and crushed and ruined a whole entire ad account, wasted thousands of spend. I don't take that lightly. And I'm talking from first-hand experience. I've outsourced campaigns for my own lead generation, and been absolutely ripped off in the first couple of years of my business when I didn't know what I was doing. And these are the kind of videos that, I wish I could have seen before I got into this whole process and I started my journey, because it would have fast-tracked me. All right, it would have fast-tracked me. And I hope it fast-tracks you as well. So look, you might start feeling resentment towards your agency. A sad place to be. Demotivated at times. When you're not doing such a good job, your clients aren't appreciating you, you can't get results. You don't want to sell any more product. You don't want to sell any more of your services because you don't feel like you can get the result. You don't want to see the clients that you've sold it to already because they're, on your case. And it takes a certain level of character to find the fortitude to continue moving forwards in those kind of scenarios. Okay. If you're somebody who's not comfortable under pressure, this might not be the place for you. You might want to just take the luxury lifestyle of working a job. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I used to think there was, and I used to think that, everybody should work for themselves, but I don't anymore. And that generally came through me hiring people who are extremely talented, but don't want the pressure and the anxiety and the resentment of their business because of the massive responsibility that running an agency has. Okay, so don't feel any type of way. If you want to step out the game now before you've got started, by all means you should. There's no shame in that, but know what you're getting yourself into. It is hard, it is good. It's all at the same time, and that's business as a whole. The more that I speak to business owners, I think you know, there's many people out there who could agree with that. It's good and it's bad. And if it wasn't, you know, so bad at times, it wouldn't be so good at times either. Do you agree with that? Let me know in the comments below. Next slide. Okay, let's get my big head out the middle of the caution. Just a little key point here, guys. If you are starting your own agency, don't sell fairy tales, okay? Manage expectations, because longevity is key, okay? This is a new industry. It's a new space for the whole part. You know, it's less than 10 years, 20 years, definitely, that Facebook ads have even been around. I don't even know. What year was Facebook started in? Okay. Was it even around 20 years ago? I don't think it was. Given that it's a new marketplace, given that it's a new industry, you don't want to waste time selling fairy tales. You will get found out. If you're not authentic in this marketplace, you will get shown up. And the main reason why people sell fairy tales and they don't manage expectations is because they're looking for quick wins and they're not thinking about the long-term effect that's going to have on their business. Because guess what? They're probably not planning on being in social media marketing very long. Okay. So if that's the case, you know, if you're not planning on being in here, you know, here a long time, you might just want to get off this video right now. What we do is we help people build sustainable models for their agencies where they can consistently grow to the level they want to for their own personal needs. Okay. And the only way that they can get those needs fulfilled for themselves financially is through service to others, and a damn good service to others. If you can't deliver what you're selling, you shouldn't be selling it. If you can't sell what you can deliver, you won't make any money either. So, you know, you need to be able to sell and you need to be able to deliver is the bottom line of that. Things to remember. I told you I'm flying through this presentation. I hope we've got this in good time. Tell me about the time, guys. I swear I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it to the limit. I've got so much to say, though. I need you guys to. I've got information just to. I need to reel it off, but I need to get through the presentation. There's plenty of time for other videos. Service industry business. We are a service industry. Social media marketing agencies are in service to others. Don't forget that. Your services need to be logical. See how we went through the content creation, the Facebook social media marketing, the advertising, the build, the launch, the management, the reports. They're all there for a reason. There's no services that we offer in my agency which are there to just be fillers. We don't do fillers. If it doesn't get a result, or if it doesn't help, you know, serve a particular purpose to help us get more results, better results, it shouldn't be in your service book. Agencies get paid in proportion to the problems they solve. If you're, you know, going to solve big problems, you will make big money. It's as simple as that. If you don't know how to solve big problems, you've got a gap in your skill set. The agency business comes with hard work. Remember that, guys. It's hard work. Yes, you can get your agency to a place, you know, similar to mine, where I could take a massive step back now and, you know, just keep taking my wage out of the company for a long time, given everything stays the same. But that's not what you should be in this game for anyway. You shouldn't be looking for just financial gain from starting a social media marketing agency. Like I said, for me, it's the fulfillment, it's the challenges, it's the problem solving. And yeah, the uncapped income is great. And I know that, you know, I can make whatever I really desire, you know, cash flow wise in this business. But remember still, guys, this business isn't designed to make you wealthy if you spend all your money on nonsense. Okay. You should be building a social media marketing agency to help clients, through helping clients get good, you know, through solving big problems for clients or little problems, get paid. Once you get paid, take that money out, invest it. Okay. Simple as that. Keep investing and then you'll retire young. My plan is all set in action. It's going forwards. And then hopefully by the time you have the opportunity to retire, I haven't had this opportunity yet because I've got so much more that I want to achieve in my company. But by the time you've got the opportunity to retire, you won't want to because you love it so much. You love what you do so much. And I can genuinely say every single day I love this business. Not that there's not hard times, not that there's big challenges, but it's a dream. What 20 years ago, you would never have even been able to build this company or a social media marketing agency. For me, that's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Next. How did I do, guys? Bang. That is the end of the video. We're coming to the end now. Subscribe to the channel, comment below, jump into the comments. Let's have a conversation. Talk to me. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Reach out to me on Instagram. That's @Aaron Branch. That is in the description below.